Hello everyone. So this video is gonna be like one of those serious, well, most of my videos are serious, but this is like straight to the point serious. So as I'm trying to back out, this video, the focus is on me recognizing that I'm the problem and a lot of the situations that I've had when it pertains to trying to have a romantic relationship, whether that's, you know, getting to know somebody, talking stages, dating, the whole 9 yards. The vast majority of these situations that I've been in end in disaster, and I mean disaster. So I'm recognizing that the common denominator here is me. And obviously I'm the problem here because I'm the common denominator. Now, I've only had two situations where I actually took the time to try to get to know somebody and quote unquote be in a talking stage. I've never been in a relationship. In all of these situations that I've been in, there's never been a title, there's never been a commitment, there's never been a relationship. It's literally one of the reasons why I'm recognizing that I'm the problem is because I'm constantly in situations where the way I'm reacting to the treatment that I'm being exposed to is completely on me. I need to react better. And at the same time, I need to stop putting myself in these situations to begin with. Like, why am I attracted to men who don't want me? Why am I attracted to being in these situations where you're not in a relationship, but you're doing relationship activities with someone that you're not in a relationship with? Obviously, that's on me. It's like I'm basically going towards emotionally unavailable people because I'm emotionally unavailable. Okay? A lot of times my triggers pretty much cause me to react in an unhealthy manner. But at the end of the day, at my age, I'm 30 years old, so at this age, I can't be sitting up here blaming what I experienced in previous relationships or situations or trauma that I experienced throughout my life to justify why I'm reacting the way I'm doing today at 30. And I think that's something that as you get older and you're truly, like, as I get older and I'm truly self-reflecting on things, it's me. Like, I can't be sitting up here acting the way I'm acting, treating people the way I'm treating them, you know what I mean? And then a lot of times I am taking out misplaced anger on people who didn't necessarily cause the original wound. So it's like the saying goes, you know, you don't want to bleed on somebody that didn't cause the cut, basically. And that's basically what I've been doing. So a lot of this is definitely on me and like looking at myself and looking at my own inner problems. So moving forward, what you may notice changing on the channel is I'm not really going to be doing, like, I'm still going to make videos, but a lot of the videos that I post are video journals. And video journals is basically when I'm lazy and I don't feel like writing it out in my physical journal. So instead of writing about how I'm feeling, the emotions, how my body feels, the situations that I'm in, I will make a video to discuss it because it's easier than having to sit down and write it. So I'm going to stop posting them. I'm going to still likely do video journals, but they're not going to be made public. So they're not going to be on any web, you know, they're not going to be on YouTube or stuff like that. The videos that you posted are mostly going to be related to the political social arena. Looking at policies, legislations, the economics, the day-to-day struggles of living in late-stage capitalism. I will still do some requests here and there, but yeah, you're not going to see any more of my personal things unless it pertains only to me. You know what I mean? Like, at that point. I'm also going to be looking at getting another therapist, because I've been going to the same 2 therapists now basically 4 years. Yes, I've improved a lot, but there's a lot of things where I just feel like I should be better at this stage 4 years later. And there's nothing wrong with seeking another therapist, getting a second opinion, because sometimes you do outgrow your therapist, you outgrow the potential methods, and then sometimes the methods that are being offered are just not enough for your care. So similar to how you can go and get a different primary care physician, you can go and get a different therapist, especially when you're still, in my case, I'm still making the same mistakes. So I don't really see why I'm paying somebody and going through all of these sessions if I'm still not going to be able to show up in a healthy manner. And that's also on me. Like, I can do a lot more to be to better regulate my emotions and to better process how I'm feeling and take the time to figure out how I'm feeling before I react. Because a lot of times I'm just reacting because I'm triggered versus like really sitting down and like processing what's happening, how I'm feeling, taking a breather, and then coming back once I'm calmed down, and then instead of reacting, responding. So I'm getting a different therapist, and also looking at different diagnoses, because a lot of times, like, you'll get a diagnosis. Like, for me, I got diagnosed with severe chronic depression, and while depression can be true, you could have other mental health issues, mental health disorders, mental health illnesses that are not being properly diagnosed. So then you're on a treatment plan that really isn't going to work for you because they're not acknowledging the correct diagnosis, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be looking into, like I said, getting another psych evaluation to really examine what is really going on with me and why I am having such a hard time maintaining romantic relationships, intimacy relationships, why I have such a hard time processing my emotions, expressing how I feel, why am I always so angry, like, when does the trauma end, like, when do you get over the trauma, or at least get into a position where it's not impacting your day-to-day life all the time. So that's what I'm going to be working on. What else? Working on getting to know me. That's another thing that I want to work on, is getting to know who I am as a person outside of trying to be in a relationship or trying to like somebody. Because what I've noticed in all of these situations is I will be doing just fine as long as I'm single and by myself. But the minute I call myself trying to like somebody, that is literally when all hell breaks loose every single time. And that's one of the reasons why I'm just like, I don't really want to be in a relationship right now. I need to focus on me. And I also want to figure out why I have this, like, I know why I have it through the therapy that I've been in, but when does it stop? And what I mean by that is I have severe abandonment issues, but then I'm doing self-sabotaging behaviors that ends up pushing the people that I want in my life away. So then it's like I'm causing my own abandonment. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then in this day and age, people have this idea that people have this idea that everybody is replaceable. Are there people in your life that obviously need to be kicked to the curb and truly are replaceable? Yes. But are there people where you're not gonna meet somebody like that again, or the likelihood of you meeting somebody like that is very slim to none? Yes. And I do feel like a lot of times I get into this place of either they're all the way bad because they did this one thing, or they're all the way good because I'm like infatuated with them at the moment, so that I'm putting them on a high pedestal. But the minute they do something that's bad, it's like I instantly, or something that triggers me, I instantly put them into the all bad section. You see what I'm saying? So it's like there's no nuances for me. There's no balance in recognizing that nobody is going to be 100% good or 100% bad. A lot of us, including myself, have a mixture of good and bad. Nobody's perfect. So why am I going around assuming that the people that I'm going to be talking to are going to be perfect? You see the problem here? And then two, what is it in me that constantly goes after people that aren't necessarily what I need? You know what I mean? Because a lot of times it's like I feel like I'm always in the situation where I have to pursue the person and it's not really mutual, or I don't feel that it's mutual, or I'm not perceiving their effort as them pursuing me or them also liking me back, if that makes sense. So, and then why do I get in this situation where it's like I'm either nitpicking or like sabotaging every single potential opportunity to have something real, to have something closer, to have something intimate, to have, you know what I mean? So I'm noticing that about myself. It's a lot of stuff where I'm just like, wow, like as you get older, you realize I'm the problem, and I also am guilty of playing the victim. I am guilty of playing the victim and staying in a victimhood mentality, and I want to work on that. I want to focus on getting out of that, because it does limit you from healing. It does, and it also, like, it takes away your responsibility and your own problems. Like, because I'm not the victim in every situation. Sometimes I am the villain. I am the problem. I cause the issue. I push people away. And that needs to be addressed. Like, I'm 30 years old, and these are, again, when you self-reflection, self-awareness, if you notice that you are having the same issues over and over again, and your relationships do not work out, rather that's platonic, romantic. In my situation, it's mostly when it's an intimacy, romantic situation, because like my platonic relationships are pretty much the best relationships I have. But I feel like one of the reasons why they're the best relationships I have is that it is a very clear boundary that we are just friends. So I'm not expecting all of this extra stuff that I expect in a romantic relationship. Like, there's clear boundaries in my platonic relationships where what I'm noticing every time that this is the second time this has happened to me is that there's no clear boundaries. You know, you're not in a relationship, but you're acting like you're in a relationship. You don't have a title, but you might as well be boyfriends, because you're basically together 24/7. You're having sex, you're hanging out, you're spending all of your time together. You become overly invested in that person. I know I do. I become overly invested in that person to the point that I am putting my own goals, my own responsibilities, my own life on the back burner, letting things slide. I'm not able to get things done that I need to be doing because I want to spend all of my time with that person. And keep in mind, we're not together. We're not in a relationship. There is no title. There is no commitment. So why do I feel like I need to be with them all the time? Again, I'm the problem. It is me. And then I notice when I spend a lot of time with a person because I really, really like them, I become agitated because the resentment is going to build up because I'm not doing what best serves me. And then two, I require alone time, and I notice like when I become infatuated and really like a person, I'm not really getting much alone time because I'm literally always around them. And then I'm also constantly trying to solve their problems. So like if they come to me with issues, I'm instantly trying to come up with solutions. But in the meantime, I have my own problems that I need to be working on and coming up with solutions for. I'm also recognizing like my communication skills are piss poor. Like I am not communicating my needs, and then I'm getting angry at the other person because they can't micro understand or mind read or notice my change in behavior or body expression. Like I'm getting mad at them because they just because they can't see that I'm having issues, that I'm struggling, that I need help, that I'm scared, that it's me because I'm not communicating that. So like then I'm getting mad at them for not understanding. And that's because I'm looking at it also from the stance of, well, damn, you don't have to tell me when you're upset or when you're mad. I can tell from your body language that there is something going on. So why can't you tell from my body language? But then it's like, again, it's not their job. I need to communicate what's going on with me and ask for assistance or tell them what I need or tell them why I'm upset, things of that nature. But again, I also feel like it boils down to there's no clear definition of what's going on. There's no boundaries, and it just leaves me confused. And then I'm always around them. So then it's just like I never really get a break. And then I'm always around them because I'm the one making the decision to be around them. So it's like I'm also going against my own boundaries. So I can't get mad at anybody but myself. And I think that's a big step, is recognizing when you're the problem and when you're causing the issue. Another thing is I need to stop expressing how I feel in the public in a passive-aggressive way instead of going to the individual and expressing how I feel. And what I mean by that is, going back to what I said earlier, I do a lot of video journals. Some of them actually end up on YouTube. And or I'll be on Twitter and I'll make a tweet discussing the issue that I'm having with that person, or the issues that I've had with previous people, or any of that nature. It'll be a tweet, right? Now keep in mind, I'm not posting anybody's pictures, I'm not listing anybody's name, so honestly nobody would actually know the individual that I'm talking about or the people that I'm talking about. However, if that person gets on your Twitter and sees that tweet, obviously that person that you're talking about, that I'm talking about, or the people that I'm talking about are gonna know, oh, you're talking about me. And a lot of times, people get upset. And I can understand why people get upset, but then at the same time, the other side of me is like, well, it's my page. It's my First Amendment right. I have freedom of speech. Why are you policing me on what I'm saying on my social media? On top of the fact that I'm not using your name. And then on top of that, what I don't understand about this situation as well is the fact that we're not together, and nobody knows anything about us, because again, we're not really public. Like, I'm single, you're single. Again, in this situation, I went out of my way to make sure that I did not post this person, that I did not list their name, that I did not talk to my friends about this person. Like, I went out of my way. And even when I would ask for advice on situations dealing with this person, the way I went about asking, I made it seem like I was asking advice for another person, so like for a friend who was dealing with the issue, instead of talking about me dealing with the issue, because I didn't want the confusion that took place 5 years ago, even though it ended up being the same outcome. So I realized I'm the problem here, and I need to just focus on myself. Like, I need to focus on myself. All of the previous videos, video journals that were uploaded that I made, again, I'm either going to be deleting off of my YouTube page, and or they're going to be made private so only I can see them, because like I'm tired of this being one of the reasons why whatever relationship that I'm trying to form ends. And then I trigger my own abandonment issues a lot of times, and then I sabotage the relationship, so the person does eventually just say, you know, F you, I'm done with your shit, and I'm out the door. And then a lot of people, when they do that, they pretty much implement either a silent treatment or a no contact with me. And then that further triggers more anxiety, more depression, more abandonment issues. And then I'm in that situation where now I'm the one begging and pleading for the person to respond or to want to talk to me or to want to deal with me again. And then when that happens, then I feel like I look stupid, because it's like, okay, you know, why are you chasing after the person if they hurt you? Or you're having issues with them? Or because they're not talking to you? So then I look stupid, and I feel stupid, and I feel like I'm the, you know what I mean? So like, I'm like, okay, leave them alone. If they don't want to talk to you, they don't have to talk to you. And then considering how I reacted numerous times when I was triggered with this person, I can't blame them for saying and going their separate way. They should say this to me and go their separate way. I need to do the same thing and go my separate way and focus on myself. You know what I'm saying? And then not only focus on myself, but actually work on myself. Because again, I don't want to keep having the same cycles. This is old. This is repetitive. And it's every time this happens, I literally have to rebuild myself back. Because it's like I become so invested. I really like the person. I go all the way in. But then I'm also bringing in past trauma, past experiences, projecting that onto the new person that's entered into my life, and pushing them away and ruining the connection. And again, I will say, moving forward though, like, I'm probably going to be single for a very long time. I don't think, at this current moment, I don't have another talking stage in me. So like, my talking stages are going to be for me. Like, I'm going to be talking to my therapist. You feel me? I'm going to be working on me. I don't have another talking stage or let's get to know each other in me at this moment. I really just want to be self-reflecting, self-aware, and self-accountable. Okay. Moving forward though, like I said, there will be videos, but a lot of the videos on my channel are going to be taken down and or made private, so only I can see them. Kind of basically rebranding and restarting. The content that you can expect to see, again, is going to be mostly on the political and social climate, you know, with these anti-LGBT, anti-trans legislation. There will be discussions on mental health and therapy and counseling. There's going to be kind of like, I want to get back to doing YouTube lives again. And like having a more structured way of doing videos outside of me just being in my car and making a quick video, because again, a lot of the videos that I've uploaded have really just been video journals, hence why there's no editing. because it's literally just me going off of the top of the dome on how I feel, you know what I'm saying? So I want to get back to having like real like professional style videos where there's a background, there's a setting, there's a specific topic, and I'm not derailing and going off of that topic, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to focus on. There's going to be more like fitness videos, because like that's one thing, like I just want to be focused on getting myself to the best version and the healthiest version that I can possibly be for myself. You know, I'm 30 years old. You know what I mean? I'll be 31 this year, and I'm just too old to be playing the victim and to be rehashing the same cycles. There may be some like meal prepping videos, because I really want to focus on getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep, having a set bedtime, reducing screen time, aka reducing the time that's wasted on my phone. I want to reduce social media, in the sense of the only time I really want to be on social media is if I'm promoting a video or I'm promoting a business, like one of my business ventures, things of that nature. But when it comes to my personal, I don't want to be on here like that, if that makes sense, because I feel like a lot of times I get sidetracked, and then also I get influenced by other people and their situations, especially if I feel like there's similarities, and then it just causes a lot of problems. So I just need to reduce it. Really focused on my career, because that's another thing. Like when I have these situations, I end up sabotaging everything in my life. Like I'll have all of these great opportunities coming my way, but then because I'm feeling a certain way, or I'm triggered, or I don't think I'm worthy of the situation, or because I had another failed potential situation or a failed potential relationship, I get all derailed and end up screwing up other opportunities in my life because of that. And that's just toxic, and I don't need to be doing that, because like I literally have opportunities that can take me places finally, you know, and it's like I don't want to sabotage that anymore, you know. I don't want to. So that's going to be the other thing that I'm going to be working on. Finding out who I am truly as a person, because that's another thing. I feel like I'm constantly having to change my personality or style or everything to fit in with the person that I'm trying to be with, if that makes sense. And it's toxic, because again, I should be able to show up as I am. And if the person doesn't like me for being me, that's cool. I don't have to be with them. They don't have to be with me. I can go talk to somebody that will, and vice versa for them, right? Also, I need to reduce drinking, and I need to reduce smoking weed. Because I'm sorry, but I'm just going to keep it real. In my opinion and lived experience, when you're constantly not sober or constantly under the influence, it does play a big role in your mood, your personality, you know, the actions and behaviors that you participate in. All of that ends up playing a major role. And if you're constantly drinking or smoking or doing both, it's going to alter your mood, okay? And it's not good to always be under the influence. Another thing that I'm noticing is I need to stop having like sex. Like, I'm not saying that I'm never gonna have sex again, but I really want to be celibate for a while. Like, I want to just stay to myself. Will I masturbate? Yeah, I'm gonna masturbate, but just engaging with other people, I'm just gonna stick to me for right now. And honestly, it's been what, a week now, because it's Monday. It's been a week since I've had sexual intercourse with another person. So let's see if we can get to 4 weeks, you know what I mean? And I'll be proud of myself if I get to 4 weeks, and that's real. This is a long video. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is filling my time with productive things. So like, that's another thing. Like, when you're no longer dealing with the person that you liked because you sabotaged the relationship, that's what I did. I sabotaged the relationship. Now you have to find ways to spend your time differently, because I'm so used to texting this person all day. You know, before I blocked them on Instagram a month ago, we used to send each other memes all day. You see what I'm saying? So now I have to figure out, you know, we would hang out all the time. So now I'm realizing, oh, you're gonna have to restructure your entire life again. So I'm gonna be finding ways to fill my time with positive things, healthy things. So like, a lot of times when situations like this do occur, what ends up happening is I end up throwing myself into my work. So I'm gonna be very busy with just my job, working, side hustles, business ventures, going to the gym. I want to read a lot. I want to get back into researching, and then hopefully with these opportunities that are coming my way, I'll be doing a lot of research and presentations. So I'm excited about that. Going back to the gym, reading, working on myself, really getting into mindfulness, and really understanding where my emotions are coming from and why these triggers are happening and how I can better respond versus reacting. You might see some camping videos, because there's a lot of stuff that I like to do during the spring and summer with my friends. So you're gonna see some camping videos here and there. I'm gonna get back on my Ask a Millennial channel. I've been saying this for so long, but again, I'm gonna do it. Get back to doing the music reviews and the music reactions, because that was something that I was very consistent in doing. And then that situation went out the window. I got, you know, triggered, sabotaged, problems, and then it just made me be like, I don't want to do this anymore. But I love music, and I listen to music all the time. So like, it's not like I'm not listening to music, and people are still sending me song requests. So I am going to get on there and get back to doing that. Yeah. Self-reflection, self-accountability is also recognizing when you are the problem, and I am the problem. So that's where we're at. Taking accountability, working on me, and staying out the way. I'm out.